Hello everyone, welcome to the new concept clarity series for your NABARD Grade A 2026 cycle. In this series, we are going to discuss different topics from your ARD syllabus from both mains and prelims perspective. Today, we are going to start with the agro-climatic zones from your ARD syllabus. So let's start. Let's talk about first what is agro-climatic zones. Okay, so agro-climatic zone represent a land unit which has uniform climate, uniform length of growing period for certain range of crops and cultivars, that is varieties. Okay, there is an agro-ecological zone. This is the detail unit. It is like a more comprehensive classification than the agro-climatic zones. Okay, what is AZ? It is a land unit carved out of agro-climatic zone. It is a sub-part, you can say. And here, along with the length of growing period and the climate parameters, we are also discussing and classifying that area based on the landforms. Okay. So yes, the agro-ecological zones are more comprehensive and detailed classification of the land areas. Okay. So now let's talk about the classification of ICZ. So according to ICAR NARP, we have 127 agro-climatic zones. According to Planning Commission, we have 15 major agro-climatic zones which we are going to discuss in detail in this lecture. And according to NBSS LUP, we have 20 agro-ecological zones. Okay, and this is about the classification. So what is the importance or what are the objective of this zonation, classification or delineation? Why we are doing this? Because it helps us in scientific resource planning. Okay, it gives us idea. It is the particular land area has what kind of soil, the climate is what, the precipitation, how much precipitation it receives, and accordingly we can do our crop planning and choose crop wisely, which is sustainable, which is going to give us a good yield. So yes, so both economically and environmentally it is sustainable. Then sustainable intensification, right? So we can plan how much crop we can take, 1, 2 or 3, or it is even suitable for the cultivation. This zonation will give us that idea. Like in the desert, in the Rajasthan area, we just have to take a 1 crop, that to millet. But in the Gangetic plain, we can go for a 2 or even 3 crops in a year because the soil is fertile. Then regional planning, we know for India, 1 fit approach is not suitable, right? We have so much diversity in everything, in soil, crop, then landforms. So we need a region specific planning, we need a location specific planning, and this zonation, classification and studying every region in detail gives us that edge and gives us a chance to have the location specific interventions, right? Then climate resilience. So the zonation and the classification gives us idea the which area is a drought prone, which area is a flood zone area. So accordingly we can plan the crop contingency plans, right? Then the strategic investment. Take for example, NABARD invest through RIDF in different projects, right? So now NABARD know that in the Himalayan region we are growing different temperate crops like apple, then pear, right? And we need cold storage for its proper scientific storage and to avoid the post-harvest losses. So now NABARD is going to invest in the construction of cold storage. It will invest the RIDF in Himalayan region, specifically in the cold storage. Okay, so this is how this zonation and classification help us to invest our money strategically. Then input efficiency. So yes, let's talk about the 15 agro-climatic zones in brief. Okay, so yes, they asked 2 questions in the past 2 years on this classification. The first question was this: which one of the following agro-climatic zone is most suitable for the cotton cultivation? And the second question that was in the last year 2025 PYQ, that is the Vindhyan range is classified under which of the following agro-climatic, or it is present in which of the following agro-climatic zone. So these are the 2 PYQs, so you will get idea what you have to take from every zone. So crops they are asking, and any particular famous landform that is present in that agro-climatic zone. These 2 points you have to focus. So let's start with the first agro-climatic zone, that is the Western Himalayan, and the second one is the Eastern Himalayan. Okay, so in Himalaya we have 2, Western and the Eastern Himalayan region. So Western Himalayan, you can see the Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh region, Himachal, Uttarakhand. Okay, Himachal and Uttarakhand. Here the temperature variation is more. Summer will be hotter and the winter is like too much cold. Then the soil is skeletal podzolike. The topography here is the mountains, deep valleys, steep slopes, and that's why we perform the terrace farming here. Okay, and here you will see the temperate fruits including the apple, peach, pears, and the saffron. This is the keyword for here. The saffron cultivation is done in the western Himalayan, please remember. Okay, particularly in the Kashmir. Okay, and the next is the transhumance. It is a PYQ for year 2025. It is the seasonal movement of a people and their livestock between the summer and winter pastures, right? In the summer they will go above in the hills for their food, and in the winter they will come back at the downhill, okay, due to the snow and all reasons. Okay, so transhuman is the seasonal movement of people along with its livestock. So in this area you will see the pastures, dogs and marks. These are the names of the pastures, right? And these gujars and the Gaddis are the groups, you can say, that follow this particular transhumans, right? And they do this ship rearing in this area. So remember, this particular term is related to the West Himalayan region and the saffron also. Then East Himalayan region is all the northeastern states. Here you will see more than 200 centimeter of rainfall. That's why soil here is acidic, and this much rainfall is going to wash out the fertile layer, making it a less fertile due to leaching, right? And the agriculture here keyword is a shifting cultivation and zoom that you have to remember. Okay, this is the keyword. So yes, this is about the western eastern Himalayan region. Next is the Gangetic plains. In Gangetic plains we have four. Okay, so first will be the this lower Gangetic, then middle Gangetic, then upper Gangetic, and the trans. Okay, this is how it will look. So lower Gangetic is the West Bengal region, Eastern Bihar region, and Brahmaputra valley. Here rainfall is between 100 to 200. As there is a Brahmaputra, the soil is rich in alluvium, and the oxbow lakes you will see, the marshy areas you will see. And here the keywords are the rice and jute. Okay, you know jute is grown in the West Bengal and that region, right? And the wheat in the winters. Then the middle Gangetic you will see in the this UP and Bihar region, and here again rice, wheat, and yes, this you have to remember, lychee, mango, and banana production you will see in this middle Gangetic plain. This is the key. Okay, then you will see upper Gangetic zone. Here you will see the Rohilkhand division, so you have to remember this. Then extensive canal and tube well irrigation, and the intensive wheat, sugarcane, and cotton cultivation you will see. And as the soil is fertile, water is available, they have used and overused the chemical fertilizers, leading to the soil alkalinity issues. Okay, so please remember Rohilkhand region is in the upper Gangetic zone. Then the trans is this region which is part of Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and part of Rajasthan. Okay, and these are the keywords. You will see the highest cropping intensity in this area, and it is a core green revolution area. Okay, and due to the cropping intensity and overuse of all fertilizers, they have depleted most of the groundwater, leading to this salinity, alkalinity, and other soil degradation issues, right? So yes, next zones are the West Coast Plain and Guard zone, and the East Coast Plains and Hill zones. Okay, the West Coast is this part of India, the Maharashtra to Kerala. Okay, so this region is known as the Konkan and Malabar, and the area receives more than 200 centimeter again rainfall. The area is known for its high value plantation crops like coconut, spices, rubber, and again here the prawn culture is also done. Okay, next is the East Coast and Plain zones. This region from Odisha to Kanyakumari. Here many southern rivers drain into the Bay of Bengal, creating a delta, right? And the crops are rice, tobacco, and ground. So yes, next is the Gujarat plains and hills and the western dry region. Okay, so this is the western dry region, you can see. So location is western Rajasthan. Here the rainfall is less than 25 centimeters. The agriculture crops are only bajra and jawar, and the livestock rearing is the primary livelihood here. Okay, and the Indira Gandhi Canal has introduced some wheat and mustards to the desert, some parts of the desert. Then Gujarat and hills region. Here the Kathiawar or the Saurashtra zone is the name of the peninsula is that Kathiawar or Saurashtra. Okay, the Mahi and Sabarmati river flows in this region. The soil is regular and alluvial. The cotton and groundnut are the leading crops that are grown here, and the focus is on the oil seeds. Okay, so yes, next zone is the plateau. Again, we have 4 plateaus. First, the eastern plateau and hills zones. So it is the part of Chota Nagpur, then Chhattisgarh and Odisha, right? The soil here is red, yellow, and it has a poor water retention. Okay, agriculture is mainly rain-fed only. Please remember this. The crops are rice, maize, and millets. Critical issue is deficiency in surface and groundwater due to impermeable hard rock. Then western plateau and hill zone. Here you will see the part of southern Malwa and Deccan Plateau, that is the part of Maharashtra. Okay, the soil here is a Regu, which is suitable for the black soil. This was your PYQ. Okay, so please remember, and it has a high moisture retention. Okay, then the agriculture crops that are grown here are grapes, oranges, cotton, and sugar. Okay, then the central region, central plateau and hills region, the Vindhyachal hills that comes in this area, the Bundelkhand and Bagelkhand, Malwa plateau is part of the central plateau and hill zone. Okay, the soil is a mix of red, yellow, and black. It is a semi-arid, and the crops are grown includes pulses, oilseed, and cotton. Then the southern part, which has the Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Okay, and the climate here is semi-arid, and it is again the dry farming area with crops including millets, coffee, tea, and cardamom. Okay, next and the last one is the island region, which is Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep region. Okay, so here, as it comes under the equatorial zone, rainfall it receives is more than 200 centimeter. The most of the area is under coconut cultivation, right? 50% of the area is under coconut, and the main field crop is rice. Okay, so yes, that was it about the 15 agroclimatic zones. Here are the 2 practice PYQs for you. Please comment the answer in the comment section, and I hope you enjoy the session. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next session.